Hello. Okay. Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Okay. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade before you put in your trade. So, with that, I think we proceed with the live trades. Okay, the key data that is going to be out today is, I think, 3 p.m. or 1500 hours. We have GDP from pound. So that should take note. I think the signals, I think I have to adjust the time, and probably we may have to go for a news trading during that time. Then we have 21:30. We have core retail sales and retail sales. Okay, and I think that's about it. Okay, then one more thing I just want to emphasize. Okay, these are the signals which we have given. Let me check on. Okay, I think this time I have to change it. The buying order, that 12660, the time we got to bring it down to 230. Okay, probably the one, I think we will I'll adjust the signals for the news trading. Okay, then we have I think the rest of the things should be okay, should be okay. And what I am, since we are having 3 sessions now, what I planning to do is, okay, more or less, I'm going to give you the view and together with the signals. So that means what we will be doing is, I mean, of course, the signals is there, but signals is very static. Static means, no information, and just a entry, exit, and stop loss. But that again, I think when we give you the information, what is to be expected and how we should be expected, then you can try to play the game with more precise plan. So you need to have this, so at least in your successful. In fact, yesterday the news trading was one of the fantastic day. I don't know how many of you were taking part in this. So I think we managed to do more than 2%, for that and yesterday's trade. So we are looking. That's why I said we are looking. Of course, we don't want to miss opportunity, and at the same time, we want to utilize the time and especially the system. Of course, the system would be also guiding us what should be done, and how we should be taking over the trades. Okay, now as of now, okay, what I can suggest to you is, okay, the dollar strength, okay, has been persistent on all the currencies. In fact, all the currencies, meaning the euro still has not bottomed yet, pound not yet, dollar yen not yet. That means we still have one more spike up, to be seen before we see the top. So dollar yen, dollar Swiss is also similar, Aussie is also similar. Dollar cat, I think this is also one of the weak. Okay, maybe I'll share with you the screen, then I think it will be better for you to see how things can be done. Okay, that will be better. Okay, right. Okay, now looking at this. Okay, euro. So euro, okay, let me go through one more time. Euro, as long as the price is below 10625 and 10605, okay, we have not seen the reversal yet. Okay, because this is we only have one strong selling force on the daily, and there is no strength yet. The same thing for pound. Okay, we are still in the selling force. The 12735, 12740 has to clear, then we can see that the dollar weakness has started. And for the yen, we should see the price breaking below 15580 or even 15530. Then only we can conclude that the top has already been seen. The same thing for dollar Swiss. We have to look for 88.25 and 88.40 to break. So if we see these two levels break, then we can confirm that the high has been seen. But until then, the upside pressure is still continue to last and continue to move. Okay, then followed by Aussie. Aussie, I think the price, we need to see the break of 65.20 or higher or close above that. Then only we can conclude that the dollar weakness has started. And same thing for dollar CAD. So in fact, if you look into the crosses, yen has been the weakest because this is like all the three forces are into the buying zone, and the market is still showing a lot of strength. Then followed by the dollar CAD. Okay, we also have all the three forces. When I say three forces, means resistance left, resistance center, and resistance right. So for those of you who are coming in first time, okay, you may not know what I'm talking about, but the only thing is we are talking about fact and the accuracy, you know. So you need to know that. So this dollar CAD is also very weak. Okay, then followed by New Zealand, we need to see the price closing above 5925 or 5910. Then we can conclude that the low is seen. Okay, the same thing for dollar Sing. We need to see the price below 13370 or even below 134 and 13370. Then we can conclude that the high has been seen. Okay, now the only thing a bit tricky is the gold. If you look into the gold, okay, if you look into the gold, gold is showing some strength. Okay, there is a likely chance that the low may be seen for gold. Okay, spot gold, because if you see your current day, you know, the current day, in fact yesterday, you know, the pullback was very strong, and in fact we also shorted at 2577. Okay, 2577 and and the market is still holding. So for as of gold, okay, what we feel is as long as the price is trading above 2541 half, and we need to see 2576 half closing above that level, then we may conclude that the low has been seen for gold. So the tricky part now is gold is the only market that is showing some signs of reversal and some signs of bottoming, but yet to confirm. Okay, yet to confirm. But the others all, I think we still have one more spike down or one more down. And like as I think I did tell in my previous sessions that we expect this weakness, I mean the strength of this dollar to be lasting until today. Okay, so this strength should last. I don't know whether it will be like until end of today, or you know, like maybe end of today we might see a reversal, but today might be a huge opportunity for us to look into the trade, and we should be able to grab some big moves, because like as I told you, you know, this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this 3 days we have missed a lot of opportunities, because trying to enter at a very precise levels, but unfortunately we couldn't get it. So as a result, we had to miss that move, and we missed that opportunity, which we don't want to do it again. So yesterday, in fact I can share with you yesterday, for those of you, I'm not sure how many of you have been following us. So yesterday we took, in fact all the trades were positive. In fact, if we have waited a bit longer, we would have even made more, because our price target was reached. Like pound, the target was 12710. The price was reached. Then euro also price target reached. Dollar yen also price target reached. All this. So in fact, yesterday, in fact, we did I think more than 3 to 4%, if I'm not mistaken. So we did this, and also on the day trading, okay, we managed to grab about 1.7%. So yesterday was really a good day, and we planning to continue like this. If with, of course, if you are following us regularly, and of course, if you can understand, then it will be good for every one of us. Okay, now let's start off with the market, and what I'm planning to do is, okay, in fact, do take note. Okay, just signals. Okay, I just want to, okay, let me share the screen again before I go to the next screen. Okay, do take note that what we are expecting. Okay, now you see here, you look at the signals. The signals itself would give you a lot of clue what is the direction which we are doing, or what is the direction we are heading. So if you notice, we are trying to sell the dollar. Okay, selling the dollar, that means buy euro dollar, except for dollar yen, I think it's different, but dollar Swiss we are trying to sell. So Aussie we are trying to sell the dollar, even dollar CAD, dollar Sing, gold, I think this is different. Gold and yen in two different directions. Sorry, gold and yen are in the same directions, but against the other crosses compared to pound. So basically what we are expecting now is we are expecting this market to be in a range. Okay, this is a range play, and with some dollar weakness, and this dollar weakness should last for another 4 to 5 hours. Okay, max another 4 to 5 hours. Then after that, the next time belt comes into play. We are expecting the dollar strength to come back. So what you should be doing is, okay, even if we don't get filled on the scalping trades, that means we don't get any order filled in the scalping trade, is okay, because we are not that desperate to do the scalping trade now, because we are still going with the trend. So after that, maybe I think the next session, Europe session, when we come in, most likely this trades we may hit the market, or we may try to enter some of the trades. So that means we should be holding dollar after 5.5 hours or near that level. So at least then we can capitalize on tonight's move, and we expect, like as I said, we expect one more drop, not say drop, a spike on the dollar strength. Okay, dollar strength. So we will just do it in generic, so at least you try to understand how we are trying to look at the market and play the game. Okay, now let's start off with looking at gold. So gold, if you look into gold, okay, now this is the gold cross. Okay, now what the system is telling us is the gold is weak below 2572 half. Okay, that means we should not be expecting below 72 half, or maybe plus minus 1-2 pips, which is 73 or 74. But again, we should see the price breaking 69, then only we can see the weakness. Okay, the clue the market or the system is giving us is we should be selling gold, and we should see the price breaking 2569. Okay, 2569, and if it breaks, then we should see 2561 or even 2558. Okay, and this is going to be, and of course this time belt, we have another 15 more minutes for the new time belt to come into play. So what we can do is, maybe we discuss this after 15 minutes, then we will give you a clear idea, because rather than we do it now, then again, we have to discuss. So as of now, I think we'll wait for 15 more minutes for this time belt, and we'll get a new sets of levels, support and resistance coming into play. Then after that, we can look into this. So while we are waiting for that, okay, let's see whether we have any other opportunities we can trade. So if you look into our trend map, okay, as of now, I think we have seen we are seeing plenty of white boxes, okay, and not green or red. Okay, again, for those of you who are coming in first time to our session, okay, how our system works is, okay, let me quickly explain you. Okay, so the system would help you to identify the trend on different time frame. The system would help you to give you the entry, exit, stop loss, and the system would tell you of course, whether to buy or sell, and also to tell you whether we should be holding a buy, or holding a sell, or stay sideline. So all the informations you need, this can be derived from the system. Okay, that's one. Second thing is, also remember, I mean, this is a proprietary system which we have been done. We have done an R&D for more than 20 over years. Okay, and this is where the final product is. And of course, we are still making improvement, whereby we are trying to bring in an AI to do it, and to emphasize or enhance further. So this will happen in a couple of months. Then then I think we will be in a different level. Okay, now looking into this. Okay, now a quick run. What we can say is, the top here you see the time. Okay, this is all it means, that this is the 15-minute chart or candlestick we are looking at. This is 30 minutes, 60 minute, 120, 240, 360, and you go all the way, 360, 720, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, and yearly, up to yearly. So in other words, this is the one of the most powerful tool. You can get it, and this would tell you what how is the trend, and what is the benchmark level needed for the trend. That means, you see, when we talk about the trend, we need to be very precise. Okay, we need to be very precise on our trend definition. You see, trading is, if you're very precise, trading is very easy. But on the other hand, if you're being pretty vague, then trading becomes very complex. Okay, I'll just give you one example. Okay, let's say I give you gold. Okay, if you ask me what is the view for gold, it's very simple. We can just say, hey, it's an uptrend or downtrend, or sideways, and this is any layman can say this. But when being a trader, we need to know precisely what are we talking about. Okay, we as that's where we come in. So what we will tell is, okay, we will tell you, okay, in fact, if you ask me in one sentence for gold trade, okay, we will look into this platform. Okay, let me highlight the gold, because I'm not sure whether you all can see this clearly. Okay, now you see I zoomed in, and this is the gold number 18. This is the gold, and this is a spreadsheet that tells you the happening of gold. Okay, now if you look into daily, okay, let's start off with weekly. Weekly. Okay, weekly. Okay, we need to know that level for reference. Okay, here you see here the weekly, the market is trading below the previous week low, and the key level is 2646 half. Okay, so to give you in one sentence what is gold, how is gold. Okay, this is down on the weekly while below 2646 half. So this is one sentence that tells you that this is market is in a downtrend on the weekly, as long as this is below 2646 half. So we use a reference level. Then the next thing is, if you ask me on the daily, okay, daily, okay, this level is also not highlighted. Okay, now you see here, this is flat on the daily. Okay, this is flat on the daily while above 2537. So you understand the difference, huh? So you see the gold is telling you that down on the weekly while below 2646 half, and flat on the daily while above 2537. So we try to compare 3 to 4 different times, and I'm sure if you're a trader, I think that's what you do. That means, you go and look into multiple time frames, charts, like okay, what is this trend on the 2 hours, what is the trend on the 6 hours, whatever tools you may be using or how you may be looking at. But the system will tell you like this in one sentence. You don't have to look into the chart, and you don't have to spend time. Just 1 minute we can decide, okay, this is what is happening. Okay, then finally we come into 6 hours. Okay, normally we use 6 hours, 2 hours, 12 hours as a lower time frame for our guidance. Okay, now what is the 6 hours is telling me? Okay, the 6 hours is telling me flat with an upside bias while above 2551 half. Okay, so you see, I'm defining the trend with 3 different time frame, and I'm giving you the 3 different way where the market is trading, together with a reference level. So you can be very precise on your analysis. Okay, you can be very precise on your analysis. So now coming back to this, okay, I'm showing the thing. So now so we have 3 different sentences. Okay, first is 360 is up, daily is flat, weekly is down. So we already got all the informations we need. Now we come to a lower time frame. So if you see the lower time frame, if you are going to go for a sell, okay, we need to know, always remember, when we are going for a sell, we need to know our resistance or the risk. So now what is your 2 hours? 2 hours 240 are telling. So basically what they are saying is this market is in a range between 2571 half and 2563 half. So now more or less I've got an answer. Okay, more or less I've got an answer. What answer is, if I'm going to go for a sell, okay, I got to sell near 2571, and my stop has to be slightly above. Then next, my TP, okay, my TP is, I got to exit at 2564, or okay, I use the word or. We remember we did your 360 low was 2551 half. So that means anywhere between 2551 half and 2563 half. So that means I got to exit before that level. And remember, our trend directions is we need to go for a buy near 2551 half. Okay, can you see how this system, without looking at the chart, we can just decide what we want to do and what is the game plan. Everything, we can be derived within fraction of a second. So if you notice, so then our signals will come into play. Okay, remember I told you, so you look into your signal. Okay, you see here we have gold buying at 2552 and stop at 48, and we want to exit at 2568. Then of course, if this level breaks, if it goes further down, then of course the next level of buying entry is 2542 and stop at 38 and 68. And the same manner, we are going for a short sell, that means quick sell. So we try to sell at 2573 half with the stop 76 half, and we exit at before 2561. Remember, the system said 64, but of course I will give you an answer, not to worry on that. So this is how we do things, and this is how, and of course I'm going to show you on the chart. Then another 5 minutes the new time belt will come into play, then we will get the exact levels. So now I hope you understand how this is done. So that means this trend map, this one one sheet trend map would give you all the informations needed for you for the whole year. So you don't have to go into the chart doing multiple time frame. And of course this will tell you what chart to use, what time frame, because like as of now, if you ask me, I will be only interested in using 120 and 360. So these are the two time frame. Of course the most is daily, so I don't have to use any other chart. Okay, so now let me show you the chart. Then we will see whether the answer, what we have done, what the system says, whether does it tally. I'm just going to share with you the thing. I hope you remember all the levels. See, weekly the low was 2646. All this you try to register in your mind, or you write it, so at least if you are a trader, you got to get practice to this number. So without looking at the, I'm just telling you, weekly was down below 2646 half. Daily is flat above 2737, and 360 is flat while above 2551 half. So these are the three levels we need to know. So you look into the weekly. So weekly, you see here, this is your previous week low, and can you see your previous week low is 26467. So what you need the information, this is already here. So this is below this, weekly is down. Okay, now the next thing is daily. Remember the daily we said 2537, and if you look into this low 253695, so that is the low which we are using that as a benchmark. Then finally we look into your 360. Remember 2515, and remember we see here 25517. So all the information is what you get from the system, and when you tally it with the chart is the same. So it's just like fraction of a second you can guess, and you can what to do. Okay, now my plan is, okay, now I'm going to give you my trade plan. Okay, always remember, before you put in your trade, we need to know the trade control. Okay, what do I mean by the trade control? Trend control. So what do I mean by trend control? Trend control, see, we are using the word control. The reason being is because we want to be very precise. We don't want to use the word just trend. Trend can be pretty vague, it can be like up, down, or on a different time frame. So we use the word control, so at least you know that, okay, this is the time control which we are looking at, and we call it TC or trend control. And we can say, if you ask me this trade control, okay, I can just say like 360 is going to turn up, weekly is down, and daily is flat, and these are the trend control informations we need. So what we can do is just say simple terms, TC W down, that means like trend control weekly is down. TCD, trend control D, is flat, so we can just say flat. Then TC 360 is flat with an upside bias, or just flat. So we have like three different scenarios. Okay, now next thing we need to know is what is the time or the price control. Okay, that one, how we define is, if the price is making higher highs and higher lows, then we will take it as price is under control. So that means we can say, like for instance, let's say your 2 hours is moving up, That means we'll just say PC 120. So that means price control 120 is moving up. So at least we can be very precise on our definition. So now if you look into this, since this is in a range, so actually time is in control because price is not in control because time is the one that is controlling. So what we can take it as is either a daily time in control or your 360 in control. Okay, what does it mean? So that means this is in a range between within daily or 360. So we have this range like 2577 half and 2551 half. Then we have on the daily, okay, we have slightly above, I believe, 2581 half. So in other words, your this is under the time control within the range between 2551 half and 2581 half. So I have clearly defined that, okay, this is the trade. I mean, this is what right now this is what happening. Okay, so now we are set for that. Now the next thing we need to know is we need to have our trade plan. Okay, the trade plan, or we call it a TP. Okay, that also we mentioned together with the time. And this trade plan has to be, okay, this trade plan has to be, and you should be always sticking to your plan and always have a plan before you put in your trade, and that's the only way you can be successful in this trade. And if you want to trade for a living, that's the only way you have to do it. So my trade plan is, okay, I'm saying I'm going to trade within this level. So this is what my step 1 trade plan. So now what I'm expecting is, I'm expecting the price to go lower. I got to exit before this and I got to sell near this high. So this is what my plan is. So in simple, okay, now the new time belt has already come into play. Okay, let's get the figures now. Okay, let's get the figures now. And I'm going to give you a trade to do now. Okay. Okay, now let's get the figures. Okay, now if you see here, a new time belt is already come into play, and just now we were seeing a different numbers. Now we got a new set of numbers. Okay, now what is this telling us is the price should not go above 71 or 71 half, which is your current day high, and below 68 and 67 weakness is to be seen, and we should see the price breaking towards 64. If the 64 breaks, then we should see the price moving towards 2559 half. Okay, now we have already given a signal at 2573 half. So now what I want to do is I want to go for this trade. Okay, I want to go for the trade. I want to sell at 2567 half and stop 27. Okay, let me quickly give you the signal. You can get into the trade. We can trade this. You know, I want you to put in the this trade. This is a momentum trade because we are doing ad hoc trades. So we want to sell gold 2567 half or 68, 67 half or 68. Stop at 72 and TP at 2561. Okay, this one expiry is just 1.5 hours. So that means 13 to 2:30. Okay, so you put in this trade. Okay, put in this trade, and let me also put in the trade. I want to put in. Okay, just give me a minute. So the TP, you can put either 64 or 61. I repeat, you can put either 64 or 61. Okay. So, so now we are trying to sell this, and at the same time, I want to revise my selling. Remember, the high is only 71 half. So since this price has not reached, so now I want to change this to 70 half, and this one, my TP, I want to put it as 64. So this is a higher level. So now what happens is, this one is our first entry. Okay, this is how we work. We will have three types of entries. We call it a first entry, best entry, and add-on entry. And what we will be doing is, we'll try to get the maximum out of the market, especially whenever we get into the trade. So of course the trade is not filled or filled, we don't bother. But once the order is filled, we got to get ourselves prepared to put in add-on entry or best entry. So now what is happen is, so now my momentum, this trade would be my first entry, and this would be my best entry. So if both the trades are filled, then I'll manage the trade. That means I'll try to reduce the stop, then I would manage the trade, and that's how we do things. Okay, so this trade I want to enter. Okay, we try to take, and I'm not sure if you call yourself, okay, make sure you call yourself either a conservative trader or aggressive trader. So if you are a conservative trader, then you just follow our levels. So sometimes the chances are it may get filled or it may not get filled. Okay, but that is the chance. But if you call yourself an aggressive trader, then you may want to sell at even 67. You don't want to wait. See, like now, yeah, about 67, we can be going for a sell. Okay, because if you feel that we don't want to miss this opportunity, you try to sell at 67. Then the stop, we can put a tighter stop loss. Okay, maybe you put at 71, just about $4. Then you exit at 63 or 61. So it doesn't matter, we just exit at 63 or 61. So this trade we are taking now, and of course we are trying to sell at 68, and I'm not sure whether it's going to get filled or we want to change it to market. Let me see. Okay, I think I don't want to miss this since we are here. Okay, reduce the thing to 66 half. Okay, the other one leave it. The other one we don't want to miss it. And the stop, okay, your current high is 67. So we'll put it at 69 half and 61 half. Okay, I think we want to go for this trade. Okay, we want to go for this trade. So you put in this trade. Okay. Okay, let me try to enter this as well. Okay, so I think the order is filled. I managed to get it, so I think we should get this order filled. And think it will update by itself. Okay, not to worry on this. Okay, now let's go and see on the chart. Okay, uh, remember that our system says. Remember I told you we should be exiting at 64 or 61 or even lower, right? So when we look into the chart, okay, the system says 64. There is a support. So if you look into the chart, I think the 63 half, there is a support here, and if this level breaks, then only we can see the price heading towards 59 half and 58 half. So if this level doesn't break, then chances are this is going to be in a range, and chances are, we may not be able to see the price breaking this low. Okay, so the only thing is, see, now if you ask me, normally when we take a trade, before we take in a trade, we usually the lowest time frame is 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or even 1 minute. So when we use this 1 minute, of course the 1 minute there is a lot of noises there, but we need to know how we control these noises. So here, if you do a projection, we should see 61, comfortably we should see 61 and 58 or 57. If it breaks, then we may see 50, but the market should start to turn before that level. So we are into this trade, we have already taken, and remember, we have one more sell at 70 half. Yeah, about 70 half. So that one we are trying to exit at 64. So one entry we call it the first entry, and another entry we call it the best entry. Not say best entry, we can say a comfortable entry, because usually when we go for a best entry, usually our volume is at least 1.5 or twice. So that means the confident level is there, right? So this is for gold. I think we have already got the information and we are already into the trade, and I'm not sure how many of you managed to get this, and you just try to manage this trade. Okay, the next thing is okay, now let me change and the system, you see, the system would also help us to pick trades, especially when we look into our 15-minute candlestick. This should give us the trade to pick up. So you see, like for instance, like gold we are talking, we have seen a red on the 15-minute -1. So that is an indication that this market is turning. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't say it's given you a confirmation, but it's turning on the 15-minute. But the moment once you get the red is highlighted on the 30, 60-minute, like 120, so then my comfort zone will be much higher. So in other words, when I see that my 120 is highlighted, 0 is highlighted, that means the current time belt is highlighted. So then I expect the weakness, that means the price going down, I expect the weakness to last for another 1 hour 45 minutes. So in other words, it gives me a clue that how long I am allowed to hold before I see my target. So that means I'll give two things. One is I'll give the target together with the number of hours working, to reach that target. So in other words, I should see my target hit before 1500 hours. Okay, 1500 hours. If not, then if it's, let's say it doesn't reach, then if let's say the market goes in the range, then of course sometimes I may decide to face that trade, meaning close the trade, then try to wait for re-entry or try to wait for better levels. So the only thing, of course, we need to do, like we are in the trade, the only thing I need to see to see whether the trade is in my favor is I need to see this low break, the 2665 half break, and I shouldn't see that 69 half break, or slightly even 68 or 68 half, that means the 68 half should hold, and we should see the price slowly creeping lower. And of course the next testing level or the next benchmark level is 63 half or 64. If it breaks, then I know for sure I can reach my target and I can be in this trade. So it's all, see, like as I told you earlier on, trading is all, it's about your knowledge, your preparation, you have a trade plan. And of course, let's assume, something happens, let's say the price spike up. But as long as it's below this, I don't have to worry of strength. And the next clue is, because this is a time control, it's not a price control. Okay, the price control will only come into play above 77 half and 81 half. So I have that number as well. So these two levels, as long as it doesn't break that level, we should know that the price should go down, and of course we should monitor the low of that 65 and 63 half has to break. So that's how we play the game. Yeah. So now if you look into our higher time frame, okay, we also use a lot of checklist, checklist we call it. See, this is whether the price is trading below the open or above the open. So right now this is below the open. Okay, this is a good news. Then we see this is trading below the moving average, which is also a good news. And if let's say this low breaks, then this is where we call it a sentiment change or polarity change. So that would be also a good news. So we will see how many so-called how many signals that are in our favor and how many the odds are against our direction. Then I'll try to decide to see whether to hold the trade or to close the trade. Okay, so I think the market is pretty quiet, so there's nothing much we can do, and in fact all the markets has been quiet, so we just have to give some time for this. Let's see whether the break happens. If the break happens, then we will be able to exit with a profit on this trade. Okay, good luck to you. Okay, now I think I just want to end the session because the market is very quiet. I mean, you remember, there's no point sitting in front of the screen when the market is quiet, and there's no point staring. Even you're going to stare also, it's not going to give you the results what you want. Okay, so what I would suggest is, okay, we have two more sessions. We have one in the 1700 hours and one in the 2100 hours, and tonight is a news trading. Like yesterday we did, yesterday was a news trading, and tonight is also a news trading because the retail sales is out. So I think we would be also looking for some opportunities for that. So let's wait and see, whether we are able to grab the opportunities and try to make back the misses which we have done in the first 3 days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, good luck, and see you again in the next session. And once again, for those of you who are coming first time, okay, please, if you feel that our system is interesting and something to learn, please subscribe to our services, and also register with our website. Then you get a free signals. Okay, for YouTube users we are giving a promotion, so it's a 1 month free, so you have nothing to lose. So register with our website under precisetrader.com, then you will get a signals, whatever the signals, and our signals are split into five sections. We have scalping, day, swing, momentum, and news. So there are five different types of signals that we are doing every day. Okay, and also one final request is, if you feel we've done a good job, please recommend to your friends, or maybe send this video link to your friends, so at least we can get this group getting bigger, because now we are coming out all way out to go to the public. So we want it to be a win-win situation. So get the crowd, and try to do more discussion, so that would also be something to look forward, so at least we can learn effectively and efficiently, when the discussion comes into play. Okay, thank you very much, and see you again at 1700 hours. Okay, till then, goodbye and good luck for this trade, and maybe we would know the outcome before we come for the next session. Okay, thank you, bye.